We return you to your regularly scheduled game, already in progress. And that was the time that I dodged the chlamydia bug. Oh, hey, and we're live! Welcome, Tecmo fans, to another online Tecmo Super Bowl tournament game for GBLAN. JP the Bowler is the Washington Redskins, and the Shield is the San Diego Chargers. San Diego, which of course means a whale's vagina in German. Looks like we have a mixed offset eye, pro set, shotgun, a little bit of everything here with the Washington Redskins. The Shield, the legendary Shield, is choosing Gilbert for starters. Really nowhere to go there for Mark Rippon with the ball. Everyone is covered. He's actually very lucky that he had an errant throw out of bounds, because against this secondary, good chance of an interception. Rippon drops back, forces the underneath throw, but goes a little bit too far back in his drop. By the time the ball gets there, the defender is there, and it falls incomplete. Goes with a pass 4. Looks like Tim picks the play, is choosing Leslie O'Neal in this situation. And we have a 3 and out to start the game for JP the Bowler. Definitely not the way to get things going here. In the group that JP the Bowler and the Shield are in, the Shield is the number 2 seed, and JP the Bowler is the number 4 seed in this matchup. This is their opening game of the season. We see a mix of run and shoot, shotgun, red gun, and we have also motion play borrowed from the Washington Redskins playbook there on run 4, as well as the weak side open run 2. And it looks like Billy Joe Tolliver is the quarterback of choice to start the game. Not sure why the Redskins are taking such a long time to pick their play. Maybe they're dealing with protesters. And finally, the play is selected. Weak side open run 2 coming here. Marion Butts gets bottled up there. Minimal gain on the play, 2nd down and 8 coming up. Offset eye formation. Marshall is the top linebacker and just really doesn't have the speed to deal with the Marion Butts here. Typically, you like to see Darryl Green, Todd Bowles, Mark Mayhew for the man defenders on the secondary and let the front 7 do their thing. But he's sticking with Marshall. I think he's concerned about Tim scrambling. And that's exactly what happens here as Tolliver breaks away for 6 yards on 1st down. Switches over to Collins. And even though positionally he was okay, all Marion Butts has to do is change direction, and Collins is just not equipped to deal with the speed of a Marion Butts. We'll see if he makes the adjustment or not on defense. Just like that, Marshall is just not able to deal with the speed correction changes. Little spinorama. Little hokey pokey there. Marion Butts has a 1st down after that reception. Run 1 to the top. Dances in and out all around. Really not much there on 1st down. And we have 2nd down and goal coming up from the 6. Red gun pass 4. Tolliver rifles it into a wide open Anthony Miller, stationary in the middle of the end zone. So Tim draws first blood. Tim the Shield. Can JP the Bowler answer? Let's hope he can do better than that 3 and out on the 2nd possession. Kelvin Bryant with the return. Surprising, typically we see players put in Gerald Riggs for the hitting power, but we don't see that in this situation. O'Neal on defense, another called play. What a great completion to Gary Clark in the wide receiver 2 position as we close out the 1st quarter. The Shield on top, 7-0. We have a fresh set of downs on the 29-yard line. Run goes down to Ernest Biner. The Shield is able to minimize that gain, 5-yard gain. Sticking with Leslie O'Neal here. Really only one guy open. Mark Rippon runs just short of the first down, 3rd down and 1 coming up. Leslie O'Neal crushes it on 3rd and 1, comes right through the line and stuffs that run. 4th down and 1 coming up. We have shotgun formation. Leslie O'Neal rush again, not giving an opportunity. We did have a back open on the top of the screen there, but Tim gets a deflection and turnover on downs. Weak side open play again. This time Tim gets 3 yards. Going right back to it. Weak side open. Marion Butts looks to be moving just a little bit slower than normal here. Actually fumbles it out of bounds. That's why you run near the sidelines, folks. Looks like he is in bad condition. Tolliver is also in bad. Vlasic in average. Depending on the risks that Tim is willing to take, he may want to make that change over to Vlasic. May leave Tolliver in and just be a little more... looks like that's what he's going to be doing, so you'll just have to be careful with that 25 pass control. Very easy for this secondary to pick anything off. Covered. Any sort of called play is probably a situation where you're going to eat that ball if the guy's not wide open. You're also going to run the risk of throwing the ball and the guys are going to change their location or even run out of bounds. So interesting there, Marion Butts with the call to the bottom, and the blocker actually engages the defender but bounces off, and Tim is taken down there. Tolliver engaging with the defender. Late delivery on that throw. If he lets that go a little earlier, he's got a completion and a possible opportunity for a first down. Instead, we're looking at a field goal attempt here. John Carney right down the middle. Marshall had the blocking animation, but Tim goes up. We have a 10-0 score here. JP the Bowler will be getting the ball with less than 2 minutes to go in the half. So far, really no offense to show of. Let's see if he can get something going. One thing I'm noticing here is that he does have Sanders in the running back position, so if he were to select a running play with Sanders in the driver's seat there, that would be not legal per the tournament rules that are in place. So he must be using that just for boosting the passing game. Great run here with Ernest Biner. Rippon with a QB keeper. Doesn't like what he sees downfield. Scampers for 3 yards on first down. 27 seconds remaining. Not much time left here. Probably wants to get just a little bit closer. Maybe take one shot into the end zone. Throws it down to Warren. Warren wisely gets out of bounds. And this is the right decision here. Kick a field goal. Get yourself in the game. Get within one possession. Leslie O'Neal will breathe down this kick, but Chiplow Miller should get this in from this distance without too much fuss. He lets it go one cycle, which does initiate the block animation. However, the kick is good, and we're going to go into halftime most likely here with a 3-10 game here in favor of the Shield. Good kickoff there in the corner. Just gets it out of the end zone, and the drone gets the diving tackle. So far we've got a 7-point game. The feeling, at least at this point, is that the Shield is definitely outplaying on both sides of the ball, especially defensively. Short of that one big run, there really hasn't been much offense from JP the Bowler, and defensively, for the most part, Tim the Shield has been able to go down the field at will. Even considering Marion Butts' condition, as well as BJ Tolliver. Red gun 4. JP sticking with Marshall. Really surprised here with the speed on the field that he has not gone with a Darrell Green or a Mark Mayhew to try to combat some of that speed. Again, red gun, pass 4. Completes Marion Butts once again. And breaks away from the pack for a little bit, but they do catch up. Great gain for first down for the Shield. Single back formation. Marshall again on defense. We go with the run 3, the run and shoot formation. This time he gets the taps, and Marion Butts is doing the zigzag dance. Can't quite break away from the pack for the touchdown. I think he started doing the angle run a little bit too early. If he starts out straight, I think he finishes. He takes that home the last 5 yards he needs. Goes for run 3 once more, and JP calls it this time. He's not having it. Second down and 9, or second and goal from the 9. This time he goes with Darrell Green on defense. Great pass to Anthony Miller, who's stationary. Very powerful play on the goal line there. BJ Tolliver getting it done even in bad condition. And now we have a 2-touchdown lead. Score 17-3 in favor of the Shield. There's still time left in the game. However, JP the Bowler has yet to prove that he can punch it in the end zone. A slight delay there. Not sure if he was looking away from the game for a moment there. Definitely not the time to be looking away on a kickoff. And looks like they're dealing with protesters again. Holding up the show. This is quite the delay. And we're back. Gilbert on defense looks like he's running right at him. Actually, not a bad decision there. I think the problem is that Sanders is a wide receiver, and that is not allowed. So we will have to re-educate everyone that is not an allowed play to a running back who is now a wide receiver. Sanders is not allowed to carry the ball unless it's a reverse play. Pass 1 called. Really not much places to go with the ball, or not many places to go with the ball. And we're almost in exclusive passing situations right now with the deficit has to be made up. Rippin rattles off 5 yards. We're on third down. Big third down here for JP the Bowler. Runs to Sanders again, which again is not allowed. Brings up fourth down, didn't seem to matter. Tim's all over it. And another 4 down, a turnover to Tim. So Tim is taking over the Shield. Red gun pass 4. We've seen this a few times. Wide open Anthony Miller, and that pass control is definitely a liability. Sometimes you're going to see an open receiver drop the ball. Marion Butts bottled up. Only a 4-yard gain on second down, and we're looking at third down and 6. The Shield calling a pass 1 and is able to get away with the QB scramble with B.J. Tolliver and gets the first down. A little risky with a bad condition quarterback doing that scrambling. If you caught, you have a very high risk of fumbling the ball. Worked out. Walton now the defender of choice for JP the Bowler. Lots of people are open right now. He must have picked run. Harmon gets it underneath, and another first down for the Shield. Shotgun formation, back to using Marshall. Covers the wide receiver 2, and then comes back and tries to stop Miller. Unfortunately, the control there across the field for Tolliver is just not there to make that pass effective. Switches to Darrell Green, which is probably a good choice considering the play choice. However, he gets defeated on the taps. And again here, Tim, I think could have gotten in the end zone. He just needed to time his zigzags a little bit. But we have a first down. It really doesn't seem to matter. Again, we've seen this play. I feel like I'm watching a replay. Red gun Z, pass 4 to Anthony Miller from B.J. Tolliver. We've seen this show before. And it's now just a formality to get the game finished here. The Shield is pulling away 24-3, 3-score lead. It take a few miracles to make this one work out. Kelvin Bryant with the return. It's tackled short of the 15-yard line. Tries to go back to the pass 3, our wide receiver 2, JJ/dive attempt. That time it falls short. Actually, a great completion here to Gary Clark. Something of a little bit of a burn route. Bird gets himself out of position. And not quite sure why there was a dive attempt there with all those drones. I think Tim has established that he has the taps most of the time and would have had the help come along there. But red gun pass 4 is called. So Tim knows the effectiveness of that play is taking it away from JP the Bowler. Goes back-to-back with it and tests it, and Tim is not having it. Leslie O'Neal with the sack. 3rd and 22. Three called plays in a row. Looking at 4th down. Got to go to the end zone here. Hopefully not a called play, so he at least has a shot at it. Bird on coverage. It's definitely going to be a pass. We got pass 2. Too little, too late. Turns the ball over and down for the 3rd time. The Shield is able to scramble around with Tolliver. Outlet pass is wide open and gets some breathing room with the first down. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. This time a run 3. And we're just winding up the clock here at this point. 1 second left of the game. Running play up top. And that's the game. So the Shield takes this one 24-3. Looks like Marion Butts, Mark Rippon, and Tolliver all had okay games, but really JP the Bowler couldn't sustain any drives. This game was all about the Shield's ability to be mobile with his quarterback but make good decisions to open receivers. One thing I'm seeing with JP the Bowler, he seems to be calling a run a lot, and he'll have to figure out how to slow down the running game without having to rely on calling runs so much, because the passing game was just a little bit too open most of that game, especially on the goal line areas in that red zone. For the Shield, good job on defense. Only a couple real big plays got busted off. The rest of the game, you kept it nice and tight, and the score was reflective of that. So, great game, everyone, and thanks for uploading the video. And we will catch you again on the next GBLAN Online Tecmo Super Bowl Tournament. We'll talk to you soon.